Welcome, News 8 at 4, everybody. I'm Tasmin Mahfouz.
And I'm Michael Fuller. We're going to check on your Impact Day forecast with Mike Sesko in just a minute. But we begin with breaking news in Lancaster City. The owners of a spa downtown saying they're deeply troubled after a now former employee is charged with sexually assaulting 3 clients.
Yeah, the allegations stretch back to 2024. News 8's AJ Sisson is live in downtown Lancaster. AJ, the spa releasing a statement within the last hour.
Yeah, Michael Thusmean, Drift Spa is inside of the Lancaster Marriott Hotel here behind me on the 5th floor. Now, the spa itself is a woman-owned small business here in Lancaster, and they say immediately after learning about these allegations, they fired that employee. Now, court records show 34-year-old Daniel Campagna is being charged with 2 counts of felony aggravated indecent assault and 5 counts of indecent assault without consent. Court records show an accuser called police to Drift Spa on April 17th to report the assault was happening. Lancaster police filed court documents today accusing Campagna of inappropriately touching 2 clients during massages there in April last month and another client during a massage in November 2024 at his apartment on Richmond Drive in Manheim Township. Drift Spa tells us they reported Campagna to the applicable Pennsylvania State Licensing Board. His license was recently renewed in 2025. Drift Spa confirmed that Campagna no longer works there. The owner of the spa said in a statement this afternoon the staff is, quote, deeply troubled by these allegations, adding the trust our clients place in us, especially the women in our community, is sacred to me. That trust is not something we take lightly, and it is not something we will ever allow to be compromised. Campagna is in the Lancaster County Prison and is unable to post bail. Investigators released this statement moments ago saying that they believe that there may be more victims, that if you believe that you may be a victim or know any information about this case, to please contact police. In Lancaster, AJ Sisson, WGAL News 8.
All right, AJ, thank you. And a live look tonight through Storm Tracker 8 in Lancaster. You can see the roads there are still wet, rain still coming down, and the remnants of the storm yesterday still seen throughout the area, like this tree that's now been chopped up after it had fallen.
Yeah, it's definitely feeling a lot different today than it was the past couple of days, we should say. So let's get a check on your Impact Day forecast with meteorologist Mike Sesko. Mike, what are we in for?
More rain tonight, guys, as we end up going throughout your rest of your evening. We have the rain right now, but it is starting to wind down in parts of Mifflin and Juniata County. You can see there at the end of that loop that the rain is starting to make that movement towards the south and east, but we will have it for a few more hours. As you can see, we still have a lot of that moisture to go through. So here's your 24-hour forecast. By the time we get to 8 o'clock, I think we're going to be drying things out across the area, and then maybe a few breaks in the clouds overnight tonight. Temperatures will not change very much, but then tomorrow we're dry for at least the morning and early afternoon. However, right around 4 or 5 o'clock, we'll start to see those showers return in our southern areas, and then they will move back in for the rest of tomorrow night. Now, temperatures are cool for this time of year. We're in the 50s for the most part, 57 in Harrisburg as well as Carlisle, 55 in York, and 56 in Lancaster. Here's a look at the rain chances for the next 4 days. It's really Saturday that we're watching for rainy and cool conditions. Saturday, to be honest with you, is going to be pretty much a washout across the area here. And for those of you who have plans outside on Saturday, you can expect all day rain and much cooler temperatures. There's a chance, guys, that we get near the record cold high on Saturday, which is currently 54. We're expecting to be right around 56 degrees. Now, the good news is on Saturday, that rain is going to be light to moderate intensity. We don't expect any flooding, but yeah, it does look like Saturday plans you're going to want to have inside here, because otherwise you're going to be dodging nothing but raindrops all day. But we do see a little bit of improvement as we head towards later parts of the weekend. We'll have all the details in a little bit.
And people across the Susquehanna Valley spending the day cleaning up from yesterday as the gusty winds and heavy rain knocked down trees and wires. Parts of Manheim Township in Lancaster County, as well as parts of Lancaster City, hit especially hard.
Yeah, we want to go out live to News 8's Marcy Walsh, who was near the city line. And Marcy, how are neighbors making it out over there?
Michael, this means some of the damage here is pretty extensive. I mean, just look at this porch here on New Holland Ave. The roof is kind of concaved in. What's left of the awning is all bent out of shape, and you can see the wood that's splintered from where the tree fell. Now, this home wasn't the only place hit yesterday. Nearby Manheim Township also saw a brunt of the damage. Take a look at this footage now from Stauffer Park. Crews were taking down trees in the park this afternoon. Stray limbs were left scattered around the area, a result of last night's gusty winds. Now over to Eden Road, a huge tree fell in a backyard there. You can see it hit someone's house and the roof had to be patched up. You can see the roots of this massive tree just totally torn up from the ground. We talked to a neighbor who told us he's never seen anything like this in the area before.
I was like stunned a little bit because I've lived here 35 years. I've never seen wind come through like it did. Actually, like the arborvitaes and everything there were almost like laying on their side. I was surprised they came back up.
And yet another place that saw damage, a tree came down on Sunset Ave, the branches splintering from the wind and the rain. The tree there landed on top of a home. The tree company already there to start the cleanup efforts. People there told us no one was hurt. Now coming up on News 8 at 5, we'll hear from a neighbor describing the cleanup around his house as communities continue to weather the storm. Live in Lancaster County, I'm Marcy Walsh, WGAL News 8.
Marcy, thank you. And the power is back on for an area along Fruitville Pike just south of Route 30 in Lancaster after a massive outage this morning related to the weather. So around 7:30 this morning, roughly 760 PPL customers in the area, they're in the dark. The outage even impacting some traffic lights. PPL was able to get service fully restored just after 12 this afternoon.
And in Lancaster County, the coroner's office is identifying the woman who was hit and killed by a train this morning just before 4. 40-year-old Megan Pym of Philadelphia was hit on the trucks in the area of Horseshoe and Jefferson Roads. And East Lampeter Township service was stopped for several hours this morning, but resumed this afternoon. 3 trains were impacted. Both Norfolk Southern and Amtrak police are investigating.
A 16-year-old girl is left paralyzed after a shooting in Soterra Township last week. News 8's Lori Burkholder just got her hands on the criminal complaint and also the affidavit and has more details about what exactly happened. Lori.
Yeah, that's shedding more light on all of this. Soterra Township police say they arrested 16-year-old Taraji Lamont Taylor Jr. for attempted criminal homicide after he's accused of firing this shot that left the teenage girl paralyzed. Police say this happened at the Summit View Apartments around 1 in the morning on May the 10th. Court documents say that people were starting to leave the underage party when Taylor Jr., also known as Tootie, fired 2 shots. Police say one of those bullets hit that 16-year-old girl in the shoulder, ricocheting into her torso, and it broke a rib there and also lodged then into her spine. She told officers that she could not feel her legs when they arrived on the scene. Court documents say she also did not know who fired the shots, just that she heard their name was Tootie. Well, juvenile probation officer familiar with Taylor Jr. told Soterra police that was his nickname, and he attends Central Dauphin East High School, where the hosts of the party also attend. Officers also received surveillance video of the shooting from the apartment complex, showing the gunfire and Taylor Jr. running down the road afterwards. Taylor Jr. is being charged as an adult in this case.